Alright, Ryan's here. Hello, Ryan. Who else is here? Where are my other students? We just have Ryan right now? Who else is there? Just Ryan? No, there's two people. Who's my other person? We have two people watching. There's Ryan, and there has to be a different person. Who's our second person? Hi, Ryan. And what did you do over the weekend? Tell me. Ryan, you walked 1 hour along the stream. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds like a really good weekend. I love walking. I love walking by the stream. That sounds nice. And good grammar too. A nice full sentence. I like to see that. A nice full sentence, you walked 1 hour along the stream. Sounds like a good day. Sounds like a good day. Today we're going to be doing some RV words, some RV review words. I don't know where your classmates are. Where are your classmates? Who is the second person in this class? Make sure you say hello so I know that you're here, okay? Make sure you say hello so I know that you're here. Who's our other person? You walked 1 hour along the stream. Who's our other person? What did I do today? Okay, I have to help. I have to help with the other class for just a second. Hi, Julie. There's three. I think there's three people. Maybe you could just assume. Okay, Julie, you can show us. Julie, do you know Catherine's character? So it's really straightforward. This is what they can see, the camera. You can see it. Yeah, it's like in the middle. So you can do this, and then they can't see you. Press the camera. You can press this, and then they can't see you. You can put this one, and then show them your screen. So if you want to show them, if you want to show them something, like a picture or something, you can show them your screen. Then they see whatever's on your screen. So if you want to show them pictures, you like this. 준비됐나요? 맞아요. 네. 누구세요? All right. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I walked by a stream close to, kind of close to my house. Like it's in, the stream is, what's it called? What's it called? It's in the southwest area. I walked kind of near like Shillim Station. The stream there. What's it called? Dorimcheon. That's what it's called. Dorimcheon. That's where I walked. I walked there for a while. I'd like to walk on that stream. It's very pretty in the morning when the sun is coming down. It's very nice, golden light. It's nice. Okay, so today, Catherine teacher came in today. So Catherine teacher is also doing one of the other classes. So It's a fun day here today. Where are your classmates? Is it just you today? Okay. I'll write this on here. I think it's called Okay. All right. So we are going to do RP review today. Okay. Let's open up to RT page 4. Alright, let's go to RT page 4. Then we're going to start. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, let me show you what I'm looking at. RT page 4. Do you have your RT book? When you're ready, let me know, and then we can start. All right. All right, so let's start. A pact. Number 1 is pact. Nice short word here. Pact. A pact is an agreement. Well, we can start right now. We know what part of speech it is, right? If the definition here, or if we're using the word and we can say a pact or the pact, then we know right away what part of speech it is. If there is an a or a the, we know that it's a noun. Okay, that's a good thing to remember. You can only have a thing that's a noun or the thing that's a noun. Okay. So a pact is an agreement between people or countries in which they promise to do certain things. A pact, we can just underline an agreement. Okay? It's kind of like a deal or a contract. Right? The pact is an agreement when they say, okay, I will do this and you do this. Maybe I could have a pact with my students. I could say, if you get 100%, I will give you candy or something like that. Some teachers do that. Okay? That is a pact because I'm saying I will do something and you say you do something. It's an agreement between us. Okay? A pact. So we say like make a pact. Make a pact. You can have a pact with. Okay. You make a pact with someone, or make a pact that you will do something. And also, if you don't follow the pact, maybe my students get 100% and I don't give them candy, then we say you break the pact. You break a pact. It's like break a promise. You don't do it. Break a pact. All right. Got it? Countries might make a pact about maybe war. Like one country says, okay, I won't attack you and you don't attack me. And they say, okay, that's a pact, a deal. Or maybe they'll have a pact that I will let you drive your boats here if you give me some oil, right? That is a pact. Right? The countries are agreeing to do something. Alright? Alright, next one. Number 2. Number 2 is queasy. Queasy. Okay? Now, if you feel queasy, you have a sick feeling in your stomach. You see here, if you feel queasy, okay? If it's something you can feel like this, I feel queasy. If it's a feeling like I can feel angry, I can feel happy, I can feel sad, okay? Then we know right away what part of speech it is. It's an adjective, okay? Queasy is an adjective. Okay, a sick feeling in your stomach. So queasy means have a sick feeling in your stomach. Alright? That is queasy. Alright. Let me ask you, what are some situations when you are not sick but feel queasy? What sort of situations might you feel queasy but you're not sick? You're not sick but you feel queasy. When could that happen? When might that happen? Can you give me an example? Good example. Good. When you worry. When you worry, you're not sick, but you feel queasy, right? You're worried or nervous about something. We use it a lot in those situations. Oh, I have to sing a song on stage tomorrow. I'm feeling queasy, right? We use it that way when you're worried or nervous. That's a very good example. Good. Very good. All right. Next one. Number 3. Foisted. Foisted. Kind of fun, right? Foisted. We see this is ed. If something is foisted on you, right, this is a past tense verb. Let me change colors here. I'm going to switch colors. What goes well with orange? I can use orange and blue. Is that too strong? How about this one? Okay. Foisted. ed. We know this is a past tense verb. Okay. Foisted. If something is foisted on you, it is given to you whether you want it or not. This is a kind of tricky one to use. Foisted on you. Given to you whether you want it or not. So look, pay attention to the way it's used. You're foisted on you. What kind of words do we use here? On, to connect. Connect to who is being foisted to. So you can say, for example, right, something is given to you, but usually if you don't want it, something you don't want, they give it to you. A lot of times it's like responsibility is foisted on you. And somebody says, oh, you have to clean the car today. And I was like, oh, okay. The job is foisted on you. You have to do it. Somebody gave it to you even though you didn't want it. Or maybe I'm hiking with my family. My family is hiking up a mountain. And my little brother, he gets tired. He says, Declan, you have to carry my backpack. And my little brother gives me his backpack. So now I have to carry 2 backpacks when I'm walking up the mountain, right? He foisted his backpack on me, or the backpack was foisted on me. Okay? It's given to you something that you don't want, usually like a responsibility or something that you have to carry, and then it's foisted. Okay? Something you have to carry or a responsibility is foisted. All right. Next one. Number 4 here is venture. This is kind of a fun one. Venture. It kind of looks like adventure, right? Venture and adventure are very similar looking words. What does it mean? A new venture. Oh, we see right here, a new describes it. Okay, a venture. If you can have a venture, just like a pact, we know what part of speech it is. It's very good to be able to use these clues so we can know. Venture is a noun. Okay, it's a thing. It's possible to use it as a verb. It has a different meaning. Okay, a kind of different meaning. Okay, so venture is a noun. It's a thing. So let's read it. Let's see. Venture. A new venture is a project that is exciting and even risky. Okay? A project that is exciting and even risky is a venture. Okay? In a venture, you're trying to go and try something new. Try something new. Maybe it's risky. Something bad can happen. It's a venture. A lot of times we use it, we say a business venture. Somebody tries to start a new business. It's a business venture, right? So maybe my uncle opens up a store that sells bagels or bread, okay? Then it's a venture, a business venture. My uncle had a business venture to open up a bakery, right? You can also make a different venture could just be maybe learning how to paint. Could be like a venture. You're trying something new and exciting like that. Going to learn how to paint. All right? And number 5. Number 5 is annoyed. Annoyed. You probably know this one, right? This is a very common word. Annoyed. What does annoyed mean? Up here. Annoyed. To be annoyed. Oh, we know here, you can be annoyed. Describes you. Describes a person. Oh, I'm going to switch colors here. I need 2 more. Let me switch my color. What color should I use now? Green and orange. What'll balance that well? Maybe I'll do this one now. Okay. Annoyed. Okay. So if you can be annoyed, if it can describe a person, then we know that it's an adjective, because adjectives describe people. So we know that annoyed is an adjective. Okay? To be annoyed means to be somewhat angry about something. Somewhat angry about something is annoyed. You feel a little bit angry. This isn't an exact definition, but you've probably heard this word before, annoyed. Like a mosquito is flying around my head, and I'm trying to sleep, and I hear it. I'm almost asleep, and then I hear like mosquito flying by my ear. I'm like, ah! Where is that mosquito? I can't sleep. as annoyed. I feel annoyed by the mosquito, right? It's my feeling. I am annoyed by the mosquito. Okay? My feeling. Something I don't really want to happen. It's not like super angry. Right? If something really bad happens, then I would be angry. But if it's just a little bit, I don't like it, just a little bit, then I am annoyed. I just don't really like it very much. I want it to stop, and I'm annoyed. Okay. Our last one here, depriving. This is a nice one. Well, it's not nice, but it's a useful word. It's a good word. I like it. Depriving. If someone is depriving you of something, the person is keeping you from having it. So someone is depriving you of something. Right? We see this ing here. This is a verb. The verb with the ing ending. Okay. Let's try to guess. Okay. I'm going to ask you, what is the root word of depriving? What do you think is the root word of depriving? Excellent. Yes. Deprive. Good. You know this E goes here, so it's a long I. Deprive. Yes. You can deprive someone of something, or you can be depriving someone of something. Okay. They're keeping you from having it. Okay. Depriving is keeping you from having something. For example, students in my class, during class time, maybe I am depriving students of food. You can't eat during class time. You can eat during break time, but not during class time. So I am depriving my students of food during class, right? Depriving them of food during class. Okay. All right. Now let me ask you some other questions here. What does a jail deprive people of? If you put people in jail, what do they not have? What can they not have? What are we depriving them of? What does a jail deprive people of? What can people not have when they're in jail? Ooh, jail deprives people of a mind of amusement. Ooh, it deprives people of a mind of amusement. I guess that's one way to say it. You could say a jail deprives people of fun. It deprives people of fun. Deprives people of amusement. Good. That's a good example. Right? It also deprives people of freedom. We could say that. They don't have freedom in the jail. They can't move around. Can deprive people of their normal clothes. Can deprive people of their families, right? Can keep you from having something. Keep you from allowing to do something. Okay? Good, good, good. Jail deprives people. Well, I mean, not good. It's very sad. But yes, deprives people of amusement and freedom. Good, good, good. Excellent. Are there any other ones here? Okay. How about this? What is something that makes you annoyed? Something that makes you annoyed. Oh, Sean is here. Hi, Sean. Sean, what's something that makes you feel annoyed? We're talking about these words here. Ryan says, my mom's anger. Ooh, that's an interesting answer. Your mom's anger makes you feel annoyed. Let's see. So your mom's anger, when your mom is angry, that makes you angry also? Is that what you're saying? When your mom is angry, you are also angry? I don't think that this is... We wouldn't say annoyed for that. Okay? We use annoyed for situations... What kind of situations? We use annoyed for situations when things are not very serious, more like little things. You feel annoyed for little things, things that you don't like. Let me give you some example of things that annoy me. Okay? Alright, so Sean's got an answer. My friend keeps calling to me in class. Alright, so if you're in class and your friend keeps saying, Sean, 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 and you're trying to listen to the teacher, yes, that could be annoying. That could make you feel annoyed. That makes sense. That annoys me too when people do that. That annoys me too. I feel annoyed when I hear that or see that. Definitely. Definitely, definitely. I feel annoyed then also. Okay. Let me quickly run over these words again. Sean just got here. Sean's got here. So let's talk about this again one more time, and we'll get some review for Ryan, and then we'll go over it with Sean. Okay. So let me go through this again really quick. A pact is a pact, so we know it's a noun. It's a noun, so a pact is an agreement between people or countries which they promise to do certain things. Okay, so a pact is an agreement. It's like a promise. When two people say, okay, you do this and I'll do this, right? They're agreeing to do something. You cook and then I'll do the dishes. That's a pact, right? We do it with countries. Maybe they'll say, I don't attack you, then you don't attack me. Things like that. You make a pact. Make a pact with my friend. Make a pact with China. Make a pact that we will not sell our oil. Things like that. Okay? Agreements. Okay, number 2. Oh, an example. When an insect is crawling in my house. Yes, I can be annoyed by the insects in my house. Sure. It's like, stop it, stop it. That kind of feeling is annoyed. Alright, number 2. Word number 2 is queasy. Okay, we read this before. Reading it again. Queasy is an adjective. It's a feeling, right? You feel queasy. You feel sick in your stomach. That is queasy. You can feel queasy even when you're not sick. Ryan gave me an example of that. Ryan said you can get sick, or you can feel queasy when you worry. Even when you're not sick, if you're stressed or nervous or worried, then you can feel queasy. Okay? So it's a feeling. Your stomach is like, queasy. Nervous or stressed, anxious, worried, or maybe you ate some bad food. Or maybe you're watching a really gross movie or something. Maybe the movie is very violent. Maybe you feel queasy from that also. That can happen also. Feeling queasy from watching a violent movie. Okay? They're all hurting each other. Okay? Foisted. We talked about foisted. It's a past tense verb, something that happened before. So something gets foisted on you, right? Foisted on you means it was given to you. Somebody gave it to you, even though you didn't want it. It's foisted to you in something that you didn't want. So a lot of times we use foisted with things like jobs. Responsibilities can be foisted on you, right? It can be responsibility can be foisted on you. I gave this example. Like if I'm hiking with my brother, my little brother, we're climbing a mountain, and he says, "Oh, my legs hurt. Carry my backpack." And my brother gives me his backpack, and his backpack is foisted on me. He foisted his backpack on me, right? That is foisted. All right. Next one is venture. Venture is a project that is exciting or risky. A lot of times we talk about business ventures, like starting a new business, doing something different. That is a business venture. maybe going to start a business that sells clothes. It's a business venture. You're trying something new. Okay? Alright. The next one is annoyed. This is what we were talking about. We just talked about annoyed. Don't have to say it again. Okay. Now, last one is depriving. Remember, it's a verb also. The root is deprive with an E. Okay, if you deprive someone of something, it means you're keeping them from having it. Okay, I deprive my students of food in the classroom. Students cannot have food in my classroom. Okay, that is deprive. Okay, saying you can't have it. Shanu! Everybody's coming late. Do I have to explain these vocabulary words a third time? Hello, Hollywood. Okay. Hyunwoo, we just talked about these vocabulary words here with Sean and Ryan. I just talked about them 2 different times. Okay. Now I'm going to go through a third time, I guess, because you just joined. I'll try to go really fast through it. I'll go really fast through it. Okay. Pact is an agreement, right? You agree with somebody. It's like a promise. Queasies, you feel sick in your stomach. You can feel queasy when you're nervous or worried also. Foisted is to give someone something that they don't want. Right? My brother foisted his backpack on me, so I had to carry it. Okay. Venture. Venture is a project that's new, exciting, and risky, right? You're trying something new, like a business, selling clothes, the business venture, you're trying something new. Okay. Annoyed. Annoyed is when you don't like something that's happening and you want it to stop. Annoyed by the cars honking outside, annoyed by the flies buzzing around my head, right? Depriving. Depriving means to keep someone from having something. So in the classroom, I deprive my students of food. A jail deprives people of amusement or deprives people of freedom, right? It means keeping them from having it, so they can't have it. That is deprive. Depriving. Alright? Alright. Let's move on to this next page. Or actually, any questions? Any questions? Any questions about these words? Who has questions about these words? Who has questions about these words? Who has questions about these words? Sean's got it. No questions from Sean. Questions from anyone else? Who's got questions for me? Anybody got questions for me? Just ask. Okay. I'm going to continue. Next one, page 5. Right. Let's go to RT, page 5. Alright. RT, page 5. Alright, everyone, RT, page 5. We're going to talk about synonyms and antonyms and how to use them well, right? Synonyms and antonyms and how to use them well. Okay. How to figure out the meaning using clues. Okay, let's get started. Here, so synonyms and antonyms. I'm sure you've all heard these words before. I'm sure you've heard them. Synonym, what is a synonym? Synonym means same meaning. Words with the same meaning is synonyms. Antonyms, words with opposite meanings, right? Let's talk about some examples. Synonyms and antonyms. What is an antonym? Antonym of soft. What is an antonym of soft? Can you tell me? What is an antonym of soft? Good. Hard is one antonym of soft. Does anybody else have an antonym of soft? I can think of another one. I have another antonym for soft. Who can tell me? Hard is one. Soft has multiple meanings. You have hard, hard, hard. Also, firm. Okay. Also, firm. Also, rough. Rough can be a different definition of soft because we can have soft, like squishy soft, like the pillow is soft. We can also have soft like texture soft, like your skin is soft or your skin is rough. The rock is soft or the rock is rough. So there's different meanings, right? So you can have both kinds of antonyms also. Good. Antonyms opposite meaning. How about what is a synonym? Synonym of eat. Which words have the same meaning as eat? Who can tell me? Swallow, munch, swallow, right? Eat, munch, gobble. You can snack on something. You can. Oh, there's a lot of words, but something I can't think of very many either. Devour something, right? Eat it very quickly. You can savor something, means to eat something slowly. Okay. Synonyms and antonyms. Right. Doing good. So we can use synonyms and antonyms to help us figure out the meaning of a word. We can use them like clues to help understand a word. Okay. Feed. Oh, feed is almost like a synonym, but you feed a different person. You can feed yourself. Feed yourself means eat, but you can feed a different person, like for example, okay, like this. Not exactly. The mom feeds the baby. The mom feeds the baby. Same meaning? Right. One would be a big problem, right? This is a good thing, right? Feeding the baby means to give food to the baby. Eating the baby Whew, that's a problem. This would be a very, very bad situation, right? Oh, very bad situation, okay? Not the same meaning. Okay, we can use synonyms and antonyms to help us understand the meanings of words that we don't know. Okay, so here, hot can also mean sweltering, sizzling, scorching. Antonyms of hot, opposites, can be cold, freezing, and frigid, right? There are some examples of synonyms and antonyms. We have a lot of different synonyms and antonyms for the weather, because it's good to be able to describe weather, right? We can use a thesaurus to help us understand synonyms. Thesauruses give us synonyms: so large, big, huge, colossal, gigantic, massive. Okay. Everyone give me a random word. Everybody pick a random word. We're going to try to find some synonyms or antonyms. Okay. Everybody give me a random word. Click. Alright, good. So we have one here. I like this website. You can just go to thesaurus.com, right? Very popular website. And you can just look up click. Okay. So here are some synonyms of click. Click can also mean bang, beat, clack, snap, tick. These words are a lot like click, same kind of things, right? Click. We have some examples of sentences. The click from the inner room came the muffled click, click, click of a typewriter. At the click of the gate latch, she started and ran towards him, right? Click. Ryan says fast. Okay, we can see what kind of synonyms there are for fast. Oh, this is like fast from eating. Why did it go to adjective speedy? Okay. So here, all of these kind of mean fast, agile, brisk, hot, nimble, quick, rapid, swift, accelerated, active, dashing, electric, flashing. Ooh. In different times, people can use these different words for fast. Okay? And we have some antonyms here. Here are some opposites of fast. Okay, what about detonate or donate? I don't know why I read detonate. Donate. You can donate something, you can award someone, bequeath, contribute, devote, give away, grant, handout, present, provide, accord, bestow, confer, subscribe, right? These can all be donate. Ryan says forward. Hyunwoo didn't give us a word yet. Right? We can see the synonyms for the words if we use thesaurus.com. Promote, uphold, advance, assist, back. Oh, those are forward, the verb forward. Okay? This means forward in time, ahead, along, outward, out. We can also have forward as in being kind of rude, can also mean forward. Alright. In front, you can use leading, advanced, anterior, facial, fore, front, head. Okay, forward can mean ahead, leading, onward, forth, progressing, progressive, right? All those words like that. Okay, so it's good to be able to use a thesaurus. You guys have the internet. Internet can be very helpful for you to understand your reading, but you have to know how to use it properly. So using a thesaurus online is one pretty good way to find synonyms. Sometimes they're not going to match very well, but you just have to try. Okay? You have to try out the different words, see which one sounds right, look at the sentences in. So now we can use synonym clues and antonym clues to understand the meanings of words, right? Here we have two sentences together. Take a look. We ordered a large pizza. I didn't think we could eat the colossal pie. Okay, we read it again. We ordered a large pizza. I didn't think we could eat the colossal pie. Okay. We see here, when we describe the pie as colossal and we describe the pizza as large, we think these must be kind of connected, right? So we know large and colossal must have kind of the same meaning. They both must mean something big, large and colossal, right? We can guess that from the situation. We can also use antonym clues, opposite clues. So this puzzle is boring, Bolivia said. Let's find something engaging to do instead. So instead means not do that and do something else. So if Bolivia doesn't want to do the boring puzzle, wants to do something engaging, what do you think engaging means? Right, engaging, amusing, or fun, right? It has your attention. If something is engaging, it makes you want to do it. It holds your attention. It's opposite of boring, right? We know that engaging is the opposite of boring because we do see this, we have this instead, okay? So not the boring something, but something engaging. We know that's the opposite. That's an antonym. Great. Great, great, great. Okay, let's have break time. Until 5:07. See you then, break time.
have Mars folder?
I don't.
Mars
No.
folder? How many are here?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. How old are you? I am 4,711 years old today. Yesterday was my birthday. Yesterday was my birthday, so now it's 700 or 7,411 years old. What are you eating? What's that? You're eating the same thing? Are you sitting in the same room? Is it cheese? It looks like cheese. Or is it not gold? You're just eating cheese? There's nothing else? It's just cheese? What is that, a key? You're eating a key? You're eating a book? Why would you eat a book? Anna, that doesn't sound very good. Oh, really? That's special? That's good? Special, special? It's long? Just read 50 pages of the book. Okay, that's good. It's a good start. You're just eating cheese? That's so silly. Eating cheese with nothing else? 먹방? Wow. I don't have anything here. It's like a YouTube channel. I'm watching a YouTube stream, eating food. Before and after. I mean, of course, everybody can eat paper, but don't do it. Don't eat the paper. No, don't do that. That's bad for you. Ew, don't eat paper. I have to go back to my class. Bye. All right, is everyone back? Is everybody back? Who's back? Are you back? Are you back? Let me know so I can start. Ryan's back. Hyunwoo, Sean, are you back? Sean is back. Hyunwoo, are you back? Where are you, Hyunwoo? Come back. Come back to the class. Where are you? Come back to the class. Come back to the class. So I know You are here. Yes. Shana was back. Do you guys ever watch Vine? Vine was before TikTok. Before they had TikTok, there was an app called Vine, and people would make really short videos on it, and they were so funny. You guys should look up, like, go on YouTube and watch like the best Vine videos. It doesn't exist anymore now. People have TikTok, but Vine was better than TikTok. It was really funny. But this was years ago, way before. There's one where someone's like, "This is empty, yeet," and then throws a can. But it's funny because it's really short videos, and everybody knew like the really famous ones, and people could just remember all the words, like the funniest ones. People would reference them. It was really funny. All right. Anyway, let's get back to work. Remember, before the break, we were talking about synonyms and antonyms. Remember, we were talking about you can use synonyms and antonyms as clues to help you understand words, right? See, this one looks like purple. This one also looks like purple. Oh, see, that one also looks like purple. This one's all kind of like... These purple all look so similar. Why don't they have different purples? Okay. Alright. Let's move on. So, we're going to do some more vocabulary words. Let's do some more vocabulary words here. We got 8 more. We're going to talk about the word, talk about the meaning. I'll ask you some questions about them, things like that. This is mostly a review, but it's really important to review and remember these words because we're having a long time. You're having a long time of just being home, so we have to review our vocabulary. We were doing a lot of reading and writing before, and it's back to vocabulary. Alright? So, let's learn these. Our first word is, how do we say this word? Legendary, okay? Not legendary, right? Legendary. The G sounds like a J. Legendary. Oh, page 8. Alright, everybody on page 8. Alright. Well, see, they do look pretty different. When you look close, they look different, but when I look from far away, they look so similar. Okay, everybody on RT page 8. Alright, RT page 8. R8. It's also the name of a sports car. Okay, legendary. What does legendary mean? Someone legendary is especially famous for something he or she did a long time ago. Right? We see someone legendary. It describes the person. Okay? Legendary describes the person. We know what kind of words describe a person. We know that adjectives describe people, right? So legendary is an adjective because it describes people. So we see, what does it mean? Describing people. Sean said Audi R8. Yes. It's a very, very fast car. I've never driven one. Someone legendary is especially famous for something he or she did a long time ago. Okay? Especially famous for something that he or she did a long time ago. So, let's break that down. Legendary means very famous, but not just very famous. It's very famous for something you did a long time ago. So not something, I'll draw that line better. Not something you did recently, but something you did a long time ago. So for example, you could say, well, it doesn't have to be a long, long time ago, but not something that just happened like now. So we wouldn't say like somebody who just won the, oh, I don't know, I'm thinking about like sports teams. Oh, like a legendary sports player. Well, I don't know much about sports. There's a Michael Jackson, or not Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan. Michael, I misspoke. Michael Jordan is a legendary basketball player, right? A legendary basketball player. He's super famous in the past, something that happened before, right? Is not a basketball player right now, but was super famous before. Right? So is a legendary basketball player. See, legendary. Who's a legendary? I don't know. I don't know anything else. I don't know other sports. I don't know anything about sports. Legendary musician. Okay, Michael Jackson is a legendary musician, right? He is not alive right now, sadly, but legendary musician, very, very famous for the things that he did long time ago. Okay, legendary. Let's see if you guys can think of someone legendary. Can you think of a legendary sports, let's say athlete? Are you laughing at me? Sean sent me a laughing face because I accidentally said Michael Jackson instead of Michael Jordan. Oof, that's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. So answer my question. Can you think of a legendary athlete or musician? Try to tell me one. Who is a legendary athlete or musician that you know? Tell me a legendary athlete or a legendary musician. Try to think of one. Tell me. Someone tell me a legendary athlete. Athlete is someone who plays sports. A legendary athlete or a legendary musician. Alright, there's a great answer. Freddie Mercury. Right? Freddie Mercury is a legendary musician. Absolutely. Min. Yes, also legendary. True. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Anything else? Sean? Legendary musician? Legendary athlete? Anyone? Legendary musician, legendary athlete. Can somebody tell me one? Messi. I don't know if we would say Messi is Legendary. I guess he's been around for long enough we can say legendary. Yeah, sure. Okay, Messi is legendary. Right? He's been playing for long enough time that he's been legendary. Sure. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Legendary. Good. Let's go to the next one. Our next one is muttered. When we say muttered, we don't actually say it like I just said it. Usually when Americans say it, we don't hear the T's. It sounds more like a D. Like muttered. Muttered. It sounds like muttered, not muttered. Maybe a British person might say muttered. Okay. Ronaldo. Yeah, well, I don't like Ronaldo. He seems really mean. I don't like his personality. Okay. But, ooh, I shouldn't say that. I'm on the internet now. I'm on the internet. I shouldn't talk trash about Ronaldo. I'll get in trouble. Someone will get mad at me. But I don't like his personality. Alright, muttered. If you muttered, you said something very quietly because you did not want to be heard. Okay? So, muttered. If you muttered, so what you did is an action. You muttered. So, we know what part of speech it is. It's an action. It is a verb. Specifically, we have this ed here. We know that it's a past tense verb. Right? We know that it's a past tense verb. Because it's what you did. You muttered. Okay? Alright. So, if you muttered, you said something very quietly because you did not want to be heard. Alright. So, obvious here. Said something very quietly. A lot of times, something might mutter to themselves. You say something quietly to yourself. Nobody hears you, right? It is not like whispering. Whispering is one way of making your voice sound in a certain way, like whisper. But you can mutter and still talk just very quietly. That's muttered. Okay. Murder is muttered? No. Murder and muttered are different. Mutter is speaking. Murder is killing. They're not the same thing. They're quite different. They're very different. Do not get them mixed up. Don't murder someone who muttered. Alright? Alright, what is our next word? Our next word is gaped. Gaped. Alright? What is gaped? Okay. Gaped here. If you gaped at something, we can see here, it's an action, it's something you do. You gaped at something, so it is a verb. Okay. It's an action, so it's a verb. And we have the ed, so we know that it's a past tense verb. It's a past tense verb. If you gaped at something, you stared open-mouthed in surprise. Okay. Gaped at something, you stared open-mouthed in surprise. Okay? Stared open-mouthed in surprise. Okay? Like this. Let me show you. Like when you see something really shocking, or you see something. I'm walking down the street. I walk down the street, and then I see. I don't know. Maybe I see someone really famous walking down the street, and you might go like, as gaped. You're like, as gaped. Yes, exactly. That face you just posted, Sean. That one right there. Oops, wrong button. Right here. This is gaped. Exactly. This face is gaped. That gaped. Okay. All right. Stare open mouth in surprise. Okay. Past tense. Give me an example of when you might gape at something. Give me an example. Let's see some examples. Alright, let's see some examples of gape. Sean, when there were so many people in the concert hall, you walk in and you see all the people, you go, yeah, wow. You see a very high building, Ryan, yes, you might gape, yes. When you saw Endgame, you gaped. I still didn't see Endgame. I still haven't seen it yet. I saw Infinity War, and I have no idea what happens after that. I don't think I'm ever going to watch Endgame. I don't know what's going to happen. Well, I think I heard about some things that happened. All right. But yes, you might gape at those things. Good examples. Let me switch colors. I'm gonna switch to, what color should I use next? I'll switch to red. Okay. Flinched. Nice word, flinched. If a person flinched, oh, we see right here, something a person does. Action there, flinched, right? If a person flinched, we see it's an action, so it's a verb. And we have this ed at the end, flinched, so we know that it's past tense, right? It's a past tense verb. If a person flinched, he or she quickly moved away from something dangerous or painful. Okay, you move quickly away from something dangerous or painful. For example, someone throws a ball right by your face. It goes here, like this. This is flinch. Or maybe your friend claps in your face. You go like this. This is flinch. Like you move quickly. Like usually because there's something loud or scary, or you want to move out of the way of something, then you flinch. Okay? That's flinch. Flinched, quickly moved away from something dangerous or painful. Okay? Why it just have 3 people in the chat? Why are there just 3 people in the chat? There are just 3 people in the chat because there are just 3 people here. Oh, there are 5 people here. Who are our other 2 people who are watching this class? There are 5 people watching this class. Who else is here? Who are my other 2 people? Who are my other 2 people? Show yourself. Say hello so I know you're here. Okay, so flinched. Move quickly away from something dangerous or painful. Next one, snickering. Kind of like a Snickers bar, right? Snickering. Snickering at someone is like laughing quietly at them because they did something silly. Okay, so this is a verb. right? We call it gerund. Verb, snickering, right? They were snickering at the person who tripped and fell, right? Maybe somebody fell down in the classroom and the other students snickered. It's a very mean way of laughing. Snickering is a very mean, negative word. Okay? Mean, negative word. Like laughing at someone. Like somebody does something that they think is embarrassing or silly. Right? It's a negative word. It's a bad thing. Okay? Laughing quietly at them. Laughing quietly at someone is snickering in a very negative way. Okay, 3 more. Let me switch colors. Let's see, what's a good color to go with here? How about this one? Glared. Glared. If you glared at someone, you stared at them in an angry way. Okay? So here, you glare at someone is an action, so we know it's a verb. We have the ed, so we know it's a past tense. Okay. So if you glared at someone, you stared at them in an angry way. Okay? You glared at them. Stared at them in an angry way, right? So for example, maybe somebody says something mean to you and you just like look at them in a mean way. You glare at them because they're so angry at them. So you just stare at them like you're mad. Okay? Like that. That is glared. Stare at them in an angry way. Okay? When have you glared at someone? Sean glared when he Ryan glared when he met a stranger. Why would you glare when you meet a stranger? Don't glare when you meet a stranger, unless they're mean to you. You can glare at people who are mean to you, but don't glare at people who aren't mean to you. Okay? Glare at people who are mean to you, but not other people. You glared when you saw a very big dog. Ooh. Were you scared of the dog? If you're scared of the dog, then sure. If you're scared of a dog, then maybe that would make sense. Scared of the dog. When you saw people who sang in the train, they were singing in the train, so you glared at them? You were angry that they were singing in the train, so you glared at them? That's kind of funny. Oh no, you glared at them train. I guess I understand that. Alright, so you glare at someone when they're mean. Glare at a big dog. That's scary. You glare at people who sing on the train. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, good ones. Next is stunned. Stunned. When someone is stunned by something amazing, he or she is shocked and sometimes even speechless. Okay? Stunned. Someone is stunned, right? It's a feeling. Stunned is a feeling. It's an adjective. Okay? When someone is stunned by something amazing. Okay? It's a feeling, it's an adjective. Okay? Shocked and sometimes even speechless. Okay? That is stunned. Stunned, stunned, stunned. Okay. Alright. Stunned by something. Shocked and sometimes even speechless. It's like something happens where you're very surprised. So you're very surprised. Something that you thought wouldn't happen happened. Shocked, surprised. You're stunned. It could be like somebody did something that you didn't expect, or maybe you saw something really amazing. Right? I was stunned by the beautiful sunset. Right? That is something that could stun me. I was stunned when my friend was so mean to somebody else. I thought they were nice. I thought my friend was nice, but then they said something mean, so I was stunned. Okay? I was shocked and surprised. Then this last one here is a fluke. Fluke, kind of fun. A fluke. We know if there's a, then we know what part of speech it is, right? We only have nouns. A fluke is something unusual that happens by accident. Okay? Something unusual that happens by accident. Usually we say like when something like very lucky, right? Someone gets very lucky, it's a fluke. Let's say I play a video game, my first time playing the video game, and I beat all of my friends who aren't very good, right? My friends are playing, I don't know, Overwatch or something. It's my first time playing, I join the game, and I win. Like, by a lot, I win a number one, first place, right? And they're like, wow, your first game, like, you're so good. But then it was a fluke. The next time I played, I lost. The next time I played, I lost. The next time I played, I lost. It was just I got lucky. So it was a fluke. So we say something like that. It was a fluke. The unusual, it happens by accident. It's not normal, right? It's like you got lucky, then it's a fluke. We use it like that. Okay? A fluke is something unusual that happens by accident. Alright, any questions about these words? Any questions about these words? Anyone? Any questions about these words? Anyone? Ryan says no questions about the words. Anybody else? Any questions about the words? Alright, Hyunwoo, any questions about these words? Alright, not answering. I'm going to continue then. Alright, so we have some different ways to answer questions. Let's do this one now. Answer questions. There are all sorts of different ways to answer questions. There are different kinds of questions that we see in tests and and quizzes, and then homework, writing about something. Okay, there are many different kinds of questions that we have. Okay, some questions we find right there questions, we call them. The right there questions, the answer is right there in the text. Right? For example, we'll see an example. Okay, we'll see an example later. Right there questions, they just ask you something, you look at the story, you can find the answer right there. What is the answer? Bingo, right there. Okay. Think and search questions. Okay. Think and search, you have to look at a couple parts of the text. You can look at different pieces of it and then combine them. You find different information and you compare it, you look at it together, and then you can find the answer with the two things that you found or the multiple parts that you found. Think and search. A little more complex than right there. Right there is very easy. Think and search is a little bit harder. Okay? These are answer questions that are in the text. Now, there are some kind of questions that you can't just answer from the text. You have to answer in your head. Okay? They require deeper thinking. Here's a couple examples, right? Author and you. So one kind of answer here, you have to answer by, you have to draw conclusions by thinking about what you already know and what the author tells you. Okay? You think about what you already know and what the author tells you. You put it together and you make a conclusion. You're combining your knowledge and the story. Right? You add them together equals your answer. Okay? And then on your own. On your own is you're just using your own thoughts, your own opinions, your own experiences to answer the question. Okay? Use what you know and your own experiences to answer the question. Okay? Things that you know. Alright? So, I thought living in New York City would be awful. I imagined hot, humid days and sidewalks jammed with people. Sure, some days are hot and humid, but our apartment is near Central Park. The park is like a huge, cool, green gateway. I go there every day. Okay? So our first one here, our first question is, where does the author live? This is a right there question. We just look through here and find our answer. We can find it right there. We don't really have to do any thinking. Okay? Where does the author live? Okay? Where does the author live? And we can find it so easy. Just find our answer. Yes. There's a more specific answer also. So we do know that they live in New York City. The author lives in New York City. But there's a more specific answer about where in New York City do they live. Who can tell me? CP, he says. CP. Yes, well, you should write it out, right? See, our apartment is near Central Park. Right, here's our exact answer. Our apartment is near Central Park. Okay? It's right there. We don't have to do any thinking. We just find it. Here's the answer. This is where the author lives. Our apartment is near Central Park. So we know exactly where we live. Alright? Our next one. How did the author's opinion of New York City change? Okay? How did the author's opinion of New York City change? So now we have to look at it together and find our answer. What is this? What? CP is computer, yes. Central Park, KK. Near Central Park. Alright, good. Our apartment is near Central Park, so we know right away. How did the author's opinion of New York City change? Okay, so we have to read it and try to understand a little deeper. Understand a little bit deeper. How did the authors change? We have to be a little bit more specific here. How did the author's opinion of New York City change? Okay, so how did it change? So if we're asking how does it change, we're saying how did it start versus how did it finish, okay? And what is this? Someone dabbing? It says elbow cough. First, the author thinks New York is very hot. The author knew that Central Park is cool. Okay. How did the author change? Okay, it's not just hot, right? This is how it started, right? We can see right here. It started, I thought, right? Past tense. I thought living in New York City would be awful. Okay. This is past tense. Thought. So before thought that living in New York City would be awful, but, right, but is our turning point, so, but, okay, the park is like a big, cool, green gateway, okay. So we can understand from this, right? At first, right, this is what's important, the author thought that living in New York City would be awful, but after, right, she or he learned or discovered that living in New York City is not awful, right? We see that here. Right? They thought it would be really awful, but it's not awful. Okay. Thought that living there would be hot and humid, it's not hot and humid, right? We see it like that. Okay. Okay. Imagine hot and humid. Some days are hot and humid, but it's cool green gateway, right? Okay. We're out of time for today. It is 5:50. That's the end of the day. Great job today, you three. Small class. Good job. Good work. I will see you next time. Have a good night. Stay safe. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. See you later.
What's the next class?
G5.
What can I do for G5?
G5.
The same thing? You do the vocabulary with them?
Sure.
Okay, give me the USB.
USB.
Then the one class is done. Then what do I need to do?
When one class ends,
Then open
then
new.
you can close this chat window.
Wait a minute. All right.
Oh.
So number one, close chat. Okay.
You can close the chat window. Oh, here, do you want to try it?
Close chat.
And then when you do it, then you'll see. So you close the chat window first.
Then?
Then you have to end the stream.
Stream 종료. Okay.